Good morning. Welcome, everyone. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. 97 won the ticket. What a great Saturday morning we got going on. It's going to be a nice day today, that's for sure. And I know that everyone out there is looking to do some home improvement and getting some good tips. I got a great show lined up today for everyone. Lots of home improvement advice. So if you're into fixing up your home, you like the information, grab a piece of paper, a pen, join the conversation, and have some fun this morning. Ask good questions. Of course, every Saturday, as we all know, it's Shout Out Saturday. And if you have a question that Google can't answer, or if you have a question for any of our guests, you can text us, 248-539-9797. Lots to talk about today. Let's go through our topics. We have a lot of topics. So, common home improvement that can actually make you sick. What do you think that is? Yeah, we got some things going on here. Power tool hacks? I don't like that one. How about spray foam insulation? Things you should never do with spray foam. And that right there is a fun one. And then I got things most homeowners aren't doing around their house, but need to do. That's a lot going on there. And then, of course, we've got, we're going to be talking about barbecues again, because there's a tent sale going on. And we have pretty good information regarding fireplaces as well. We have Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace. We're going to be talking about this time of year. Should you turn your fireplace on? Should you wait? You ready to change the flame? You want to update it? Lots of things that you can do. And, of course, we've got home projects you should do now before the winter. Winter supplies you should stock up on. Are you a prepper? I'm thinking about doing a segment on the show called the Home Improvement Prepper. Home Improvement Prepper. Say that 10 times fast. Right? Just so because, listen, we know the stuff could hit the fan one day. We're on a train track flying off a ledge probably really soon. And I got, if we get enough to it, we got window tinting for your house, which is kind of cool because I like talking about window tinting. I always tinted every car I had. Why not your house? The question is does it ruin the warranty of your windows? Yeah, that's a good one. And, of course, we're going to get to the things you should do before you hire your next contractor, which is interesting, right? So what common home improvement do you think makes you sick? Does anyone know what kind of home improvement would make you sick besides dealing with a crook or a bad contractor? Well, here's the thing. Most homeowners want to cut their energy use, right? Because the more energy you use in your home, the higher your gas and electric bill will be. So a lot of people want to seal their home up. Reducing the amount of air leaks. Air sealing in your home literally saves you money. The day you stop. The day you start, or the day you're done with air sealing, it literally saves you money. Air sealing is just spraying the little nooks and crannies around your home that allows the air to leak out. So you want to seal up your home. However, when you do that and your home becomes too tight, and by the way, builders have gone through this evolution of building loose homes, and then the energy crisis hit, and then they started building tight homes, and the homes weren't breathing right. Now they're balancing the homes with sealing them properly and then having them breathe properly. And that's important. Ventilation is a key to that. But if you seal your home up and you don't realize it, you'll get what we'll call backdrafting, okay? Backdrafting, it's exhaust from a fan or natural gas-powered appliance. It's supposed to flow through ductwork and out of the house, whether it's a PVC exhaust, B-pipe, or any kind of exhaust in your house, right? But when the exhaust doesn't flow up and out, it backdrafts, spilling deadly carbon monoxide into the air inside your home. Literally, that's how simple it is. So it's crucial that your home can breathe, right? So you need the proper amount of air entering and leaving your house. If you seal it too tightly, pollutants They get trapped in the home and affect your house. You ever notice like a door slams inside your house every time the air goes on or the heat goes on? That's the house sucking air to try and breathe, okay? And why does it backdrafting occur? Well, it's the differential in pressure, okay? And that's what causes that. So the key here is having proper ventilation in your house so that when you are trying to save energy, that the exhaust going out of your house and the air coming in is balanced. That's the key. So when your furnace turns on and it starts to combust, it needs outside air. They call it makeup air. So the air coming into the furnace is mixed from outside air and inside air, which allows it to be more efficient and combusts. Now, as the air is flowing through the house and the fan is on and it's distributing air through the filter and cleaning it, you still need air coming in to balance that. It's important. It's like a balloon. Think of a balloon that's wheezing, you know? You need that to be balanced. So literally, backdrafting can kill you. That was my point. 248-539-9797. It's open line Saturday, or open text. Shout out Saturday if you're a contractor listening. Let us hear from you. If you got a question Google can't answer, we're here. Coming up next, 5 projects to avoid costly repairs this winter. I'm Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is How It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Saturday morning, having some fun today. Boy, we got a lot to talk about. By the way, if you have a question Google can't answer, text us 248-539-9797. Or if you're a contractor listening this morning, you want to shout out just to thank you for tuning in the show. We appreciate that as well. So it's the time of year where people are thinking, I might want to save some energy around my house. I want to be smart. I want to get rid of some of these gaps and cracks. And so you go to the hardware store. You go to a big box store, wherever, and you get yourself some spray foam insulation. How fun is that, right? Spray foam insulation is like, it's like a little like exciting candy for contractors or do-it-yourselfers for that matter. But you can't use spray foam for everything. And, spray foam has evolved over the years. And so I'm going to give you some things you should not do with spray foam. Because some people get a little crazy with spray foam. And especially when you get it all over your hands, it's schmutzy. It's hard to clean. It's a mess. But let's call it what it is. Spray foam is a great insulation option, right? It's demanding to apply, though, because the stuff dries quickly. The instructions that come with it, you have to follow it exactly to achieve the best results, right? So how do you use spray foam without, solvent? Now, you should have some solvent with you, which is what literally takes it off your fingers after you spray it everywhere. I use it, and it gets everywhere. Trust me. It's hard to be neat with it, okay? But you need some what they call a foam solvent. It's just a similar size of the spray foam can, right? It's a liquid designed to chemically dissolve spray foam before it hardens, right? That's all you need is a schmata with the solvent, and you're good. Now, did you know that expanding spray foam expires? Yep. Expanding foam is best when it's fresh. Never knew that, huh? So always make sure you're getting a fresh batch by checking the best buy date. Now, what about a partially used can? Every time I use a can, it's ruined because I clog the needle, right? So you really have to be smart about unclogging it too. Those are some of your headaches that you come up with. Now, expanding foam is nearly impossible to keep off your hands, right? And once it's there, it's usually hard to get off. So unless you want to wear the foam for a while, put on gloves. Just go buy some cheap rubber gloves, disposable vinyl or nitrile, whatever they call them. They're good. Wear old clothes and always have a little schmata. A schmata is like a rag, okay? Have one of those around at all times. Now, when should you? When there's no insulation between the back of an electrical box and outside wall, it may be possible to add insulation behind it. However, be careful not to get foam inside the box as it jams up the parts. Plus, many spray foams are flammable. Yikes. So what you want to use behind an electrical box is a low expanding foam. Okay? What about recessed lights? Canisters in your ceiling. There's a lot of heat loss through those. They make boxes that go on the back side of your roof. Usually roofers put them in, or if you're putting insulation in your attic. They're a prime area, though, for heat loss, right? So if you spray some foam around that on the inside of your attic, that'll seal the heat from going into the attic. It'll make the heat stay into the house. In the wintertime, that's valuable, okay? How about using high expansion spray foam? Don't use that around windows and doors. You want to know where that came from? I wonder if anyone wants to know that. I'll tell you anyways, okay? The spray foam that is used around windows and doors, back in the day when it first came out, it was a high expanding foam. And you had vinyl windows. And back in the 80s, when spray foam initially started in early 90s, and they've had it before that, but this is for residential use. The spray foam, you'd spray it around the window edges, and it would get into between the jamb and the window frame, and it would push against the window frame. Now, if you had a double hung window and you wanted to slide it up and down, the pressure from the spray foam would be pushing in the side of the window and it would not allow you to open it. Quickly, we found out that's a problem. The spray foam people first said, oh my God, put this around your windows. You'll save so much energy. Well, then they found out that they were using this. People were listening, and surprise, it would ruin the window. So now they came up with low expanding foam. And low expanding foam makes sense. So you need to make sure that. Now, where do you put the can when you're done? You still got half a can, 3/4 of a can. You set the can down and it's still dribbling out of the tip. I hate when that happens. Get a cardboard box, right? Let it drip into a box instead of on your shelf. Things like that make a difference, to be honest with you. Now, if you're going to try and seal up your house, let's say you got you just had a new high efficiency furnace put in, and they put exhaust pipes, PVC, through the side of your house at ground level, right? What do? And then you see the pipe, 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch pipe, whatever they used, and they drill through the brick or the siding, and then there's a little bit of a gap around it. That's where you spot, you do the spray foam. Go look at all the spigots around your house, okay? Those spigots could sometimes have leaks around them, and that's where critters and rodents get in. And as little as a dime size, you should expand spray foam in there. And the reason why I say that is because the mice and everything, they can get in there. 248-539-9797. Text me if you have a question this morning. Let's talk about things homeowners aren't doing around their house that they need to. You really need to do this around your house, folks. You probably haven't done these cleaning and home maintenance tasks lately, but it's imperative that you put them on a master list and you do it at least once a year. You know, it's fall. We have the fall checklist coming up. And these are things that you could add to it, one or two. And since a lot of people are spending more time at home, it may be time to spend around your house doing things that will allow you to enjoy it more and maintain things to last longer. First thing I want to tell is clean the inside of your dryer and your dryer vent. Built up lint inside your dryer vent causes more than 15,000 fires every year around the house. Dryer vent lint fires. We've had this argument before about the real number, but I'm just going to use 15,000 as an average. And literally, my friends, it's true. There's more than that, but we're going to use 15,000, okay? And here's the thing. Lint escapes through any of the tiny gaps around the edges of the dryer drum, right? It falls into the cabinet below, especially when the exhaust fan or vent cap is clogged. Now, do you have a professional dryer vent cleaner? It's a ductwork company. We have a great one, SantaClean. And have them come to your house and have them clean out your dryer vent. They blow it out, suck it out. It works great. I'm telling you. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to talk about things you need to do around your house that you're not doing. One of them is obviously cleaning the inside and outside of the dryer and your dryer vent. When's the last time you cleaned your faucet aerator? I'm going to tell you how to do that when we come back. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We're talking about things you should be doing around your house that you're not. I know people are like, what does that mean? I mean, like little do-it-yourself things, hacks, cleaning items. First thing we talked about was cleaning your dryer vent. Most people don't do that. You should do at least, obviously you pull the little filter out and you clean it. And by the way, take a 1-gallon Ziploc bag, tape it to the side of your dryer, and take all your dryer lint and stuff it in that bag and save it. Because that's going to be part of our prepping segment that we're coming up with. Prepping around your house, just in case when the world stops. You got to plan. Listen, you got to plan while you're ahead, right? So cleaning faucet aerators. Yep. If you turn your faucet on hot or cold and you see that water doesn't come out like really clean and straight, your aerator could be dirty. Could have schmutz, some skuts. It could have all that gross, smegmy, yucky stuff on it. So aerators are on every kitchen faucet and bath faucet, right? If water flow slows or becomes uneven, it clogs inside the aerator, are usually the cause. It's an easy problem to fix. You just need to be able to unscrew the tip of your faucet to pull it out, okay? You really, really need to make sure that you put it back right. Now, there's a water saver in there, the blue one, the blue plastic piece. You can put it back without that, and maybe you get more little water pressure. But the key is to fixing it real easy. Save an old toothbrush, use a toothbrush, someone's toothbrush you don't like, and scrub the aerator with it. Literally. Now, if there's built up calcium or any of the minerals, you use a product called CLR, calcium, lime, and rust remover. That stuff really works, by the way. So it's like something you should, take a hard look at. And getting it done, it's not hard at all, to be honest. So what else? How about an oven door? Did you ever take the oven door off the hinges? I mean, my oven has self-cleaning. And you spray that stuff and then you put it up 500 degrees in it over the night. And then next morning you're like, wow, everything burned off. It's kind of cool. But built up spills, remnants of old food, liquids in the oven can cause smoke and smell issues. The oven should be clean all the time. I've looked at people's ovens in houses and it's grossed me out. Did you ever look at someone's microwave? I had a guy, I won't say who it is because I don't want to embarrass him, but he worked for me. And we did some videos at his house. He had a screen door, and we were doing a video on a screen door replacement or whatever. And he's like, oh, I got a brand new screen door. Let's use my house. I'm like, okay. And so I came over with some coffee. He says, can I use your microwave to warm up my coffee? He goes, oh, sure, over there. And he pointed to the kitchen, and he had a microwave there. And I opened it up, and literally the microwave inside looked like an explosion. I don't even know the words to describe the explosion inside the microwave that it looked like. And it had a nice, nasty mac and cheese pizza / salami / gross smell. Imagine the gross smell. You know, right away I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to know any more inside about this guy's life. The glimpse I got was just terrible. It grossed me out. The whole point I'm making, you got to keep your appliances clean, friends. Please. Take your oven door off. Your oven gets clean, but the door itself, the inside of the door, it's not hard. You can take the panels off. Now, here's one that everyone should do that I know people don't do. And by the way, 248-539-9797. If you have a tip, something that you should be doing around your house this year that you haven't done in a year, text it to me. Maybe we can add it to our list. How about this? Cleaning your bath fan. You know the exhaust fan that you hit on the ceiling that makes a loud noise that you're not sure even works? Right? That one? Household dust, moisture, humidity, they all combined to make your bathroom exhaust fan cake with debris. Often located on the ceiling, you may not notice it, that it's even dirty. But today you're going to have to take a look. Luckily, the grills are easy to clean. Grab the edge of the cover, pull it down, squeeze the springs, release them, and then take that sucker and clean it. You'll thank me. Okay? Get the little nozzle on your handheld vacuum and put it up there and suck all the schmutz out. Because that's what you got to do. You got to schmutz it. Now, how about this? Do you have the little recyclable trash cans in your house? Think about it. Do you? What are in there? Sure, you put a garbage bag there in there. It doesn't mean your trash can is free from germs. Think about those times the trash leaked out of the bag and who knows what lingers at the bottom of the trash bin. You know, would you spray just Lysol in there? What do? How about taking the can outside and power washing it? Give it a good spritz. Okay? Give it a good spritz, squits, schmutz. I got so many words in the language. We really have to have a home improvement language, my friends. Anyways, wash your trash can. Now, here's one. How about your mattress? Have you ever vacuumed your mattress? I had the guy come clean my carpets twice a year, probably. Once of the twice years, I have him do the mattresses. If you knew how much schmutz came off your body from sleeping, you'd probably throw your mattress out once a month. Your body sheds a dollar bill amount of size of skin every night. Imagine I sleep with my mouth open, snore like I could break glass. Although I use mouth tape now, tape my mouth shut. Wow, game changer. We'll talk about that another day. My point is you got to vacuum your mattress. Despite being covered with sheets and mattress cover, your mattress still gets dirty. You periodically got to vacuum it. Every time you change the sheets, give it a quick vacuum, okay? Get the corners, because you know in the corners of your mattress, that's where they say the bed bugs live. If you have bed bugs, I don't even know what to tell you. Move out of your house. Sell it. Now, did you ever wipe down your walls? Who wipes down the walls? Now, if you're a smoker, I can understand. If you're going to sell your house and you were a smoker, wipe the walls down. But here's a good little hack to wipe your walls. I learned this from my one of my cleaning crews, Tracy. She's listening. A Swiffer sweeper, the floor mop, is more useful than just cleaning hardwood floors. You can use it to dust the interior walls. Kind of like a painter with the pole. Up and down, up and down. You could take a dry cloth, attach it to the little rectangular thing, and go to work. And you won't believe it once you go up and down your walls and you look at the bottom of it. You're like, oy vey, what is that? Oy, I can tell you what that is. It's all that schmutz. Think about it. Now, when's the last time you maintained your refrigerator? We had a power outage, so I threw everything out of my fridge, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to clean the inside. And literally, oh my God, I didn't realize all the schmutz that gets laid, on the fridge. I got a nice looking fridge. And then all of a sudden, you pull everything out, and you look on the glass shelves, and you're like, oy. So spend 30 minutes maintaining your refrigerator, right? It will prevent refrigerator maintenance breakdowns. You'd be surprised. Clean it out. Get that schmutzy mold. Use some cleaner. Scrub it. Wipe it. Dry it. I'm telling you. You'll be thanking me. 248-539-9797. Text me if you have a question. You have one that Google can't answer. If you have something nice to say, say it. If you don't, keep saying it. I appreciate you listening to the show. Wash your deck. Have you power washed the deck? Have you used someone to power wash a deck? Exposed to the elements year-round, your deck does take a beating, literally. But in order to clean your deck properly, you got to know the right power wash pressure. You got to write the right nozzle. Are you going to use a penetrating oil finish? Are you going to clean your deck? If you have a composite deck, did you know composite Trex and all that? They're not maintenance-free. What we call them is very low maintenance. You still have to clean them. Okay? Now, how about your dishwasher? You think your dishwasher is always clean because you're washing things, and it gets hot and rinses and sprays and spritzes. Guess what? You don't have to worry about it, but you do. Wash your dishwasher. There's little filters in there that you have to clean out. You'd think your dishwasher would already be clean, right? Food bits. And by the way, I don't know who puts their dishes in the dishwasher dirty. Everybody rinses off their dishes. Even though they say, oh, just put them in with the ketchup and all the schmutz on it. I don't. I wash off my dishes, then put them in the dishwasher. Just a habit. I think most people are like me. Maybe not. Do you wash your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher? Or do you not. It all depends. I know. How about cleaning your dishwasher or your garbage disposal? I'm going to tell you how to clean your garbage disposal when we come back. Power wash your deck, Mike. Anyways, 248-539-9797. This is the Hire It Done radio show. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. 248-539-9797. We're talking about things to clean around your house that you haven't done in a year. You got to do that because we're getting to the fall. And, listen, as the seasons change, those are triggers and times for you to take a hard look at your house. Even though it's nice weather, still barbecue weather. By the way, barbecue time, pizza time is still kicking butt this year. Clean your garbage disposal. I got to get a new garbage disposal. Mine's got like a loose thing in it, and I always, I'm one of those guys who don't like to stick their arm in there, especially, well, you know how that goes. Anyways, clean the garbage disposal splash guard, that little rubber piece at the bottom of the drain there. Underneath it, you have no idea how much schmutz is under there. So get an old toilet paper or a toothbrush. Get a toothbrush and maybe grab Josh's, right? Maybe Scott's toothbrush, whoever, and then scrub the back of it. Does your kitchen smell bad? Yeah. It's coming from your garbage disposal. People say, oh, put lemon juice. Do this or do that. No. Clean your garbage disposal and get under the splash guard because that's where the bacteria and stuff goes. How about checking your chimney? That's a tough one. I'd say professionally get it done, right? Have you ever cleaned your vinyl siding? Power washing it? What do you do with your vinyl siding? How about washing it? Yeah. You can wash it. Get a 5-gallon bucket of water, add a couple tablespoons of TSP, or get some soft scrub, get a big sponge, mix it up, and hand wash the side of your house. Sometimes when you do that, you'd be surprised. Oh my God, the house looks so good. I could go on and on. Soffit vents need to be blown out. Clean your weep holes. Wipe down doorknobs. How about your condenser line for your HVAC? That's always plugging up. Would you want to drain your water heater? That's not an easy one to do. There's a lot you can do though, friends. But again, I digress. So, what are some of the costly home repairs that you need to avoid or you need to do around your house before they become costly? So this winter's coming up. I know I hate to talk winter. I hate to talk furnaces turning on, but it's true. You're going to be doing it soon. But what are some of the projects you should look at right now before the winter comes? So I'll just give you a small little checklist to do right now, okay? And by the way, if you have a question this morning, 248-539-9797. It's open line or open text Saturday, shout out Saturday. If you're a contractor listening, we'll give you a shout out. If you're an essential worker or whatever, we'd love to say hi to you. But right now, we're going to be talking about home projects to do to avoid costly repairs this winter. First one is check your roof, right? Summer's sun exposure, general wear and tear over the weather. We've had some severe weather this summer. We had some major 100-year rains. A lot going on. When's the last time you actually had your roof checked? Because it can cause roof and siding materials to warp, chip, crack, fall away, right? So here you got just a real quick, easy way to check your roof. Get your phone on your cell phone. Go to your street and use your camera phone and then zoom it in. Take a look. What's up? Get rid of it now. Get it all fixed now, or you're going to have a problem. Trust me. You don't want to do it in the wintertime. I have a tree that I need to get trimmed back that's kind of waving back and forth, rubbing against the fascia on my house. I had the tree guy trim it, but that's already grown back quickly. Very interesting. So you want to do that. Now, what about your chimney? We talked about something that you had to do before. Can you sweep your chimney? Can you get it cleaned out? I'm going to talk about chimney cleaning. We have Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue coming in later, and he has his big divisions of barbecue and fireplace. And fireplaces, gas logs, but if you have a wood-burning fireplace, I'm going to ask him about chimney sweeping and things like that. So we're going to save that one. Clean your gutters. Yeah, your gutters cause all kinds of grief. Whether they're plugged, the water drains down the side of your house into your foundation. Gutters can hurt your house as much as help it. Make sure the gutters are clean, please. Now, weatherproofing, we talked about caulking earlier and how expanding foam and all that. Literally, walk around your house and look for all the weatherproofing. See if there's ways you can make your house more weatherproof. It's not hard. What else can you do? How about your floors? Your floors get wear and tear in the summertime, especially hardwood flooring. They can get scratched, they can dull, they can be damaged. But of course you can sand and finish them. The question is do you want to? It's a lot of mess, and finding the right guy is not easy. That's for sure the issue. 248-539-9797. How about cleaning out some closets? Do you ever want to clean out your closets? You want to do a closet renovation? You have a question about closets? Text me. Yeah, I think, because your floors are often covered with stored items and clothes, become cumbersome. I have way too much clothes. Walls, closet cleaning, it's often neglected. Yeah. Clean your closet. What about the flooring in your garage? The slimy, grimy flooring. Why not power wash your floor? Spray it out. Just use a brush, a broom. From all the dust when your car's coming in over the summer, it's not hard. Pretty simple, actually. How about light switches around your house? Do you ever think about just cleaning those? Get some Formula 409, get a spritzer, and clean all that up by hand. There's so many things you can do, right? How about pillows? Cleaning your pillows, getting the yellow stains out of your pillows or pillowcases. How about your remote? Wipe your remote. Shining up your shower heads. There's so many things you can do around your house. It's endless. It's endless. But anyways, here's the other thing. Right now, we're at the point where people are like, all right, I'm not going to get a contractor right now. It's too hard. But if you're thinking about doing any home improvement, you better get it planned now, because in the summer, in the next spring, they're going to be busy again. So I would give you the advice of, if you're planning on any major projects, let's talk about major projects. Kitchen, bath, deck, basement remodel, flooring, siding, gutters, roofing. Those are major projects. The question is, what do you do with those projects? You call a guy up and say, hey, I want to do this now? He ain't going to say yes. He'll be like, well, we'll get it scheduled. What I say is, get this pricing now and tell him you want to do it in the spring. Now, if prices go down, that's an interesting concept. What you should do is ask them to lock in a price now. But then in the spring, if the prices go down, you get a better price. It's not hard to figure it out, because in the springtime, you can get another quote and see. Now, it said listening. Okay, someone just texted me about, it says, you listening to your show, you said you never use foam insulation. If that's the case, what do you recommend for insulating walls on a brick house built before the 60s? Thank you for this time. Mark, well, here's the thing, Mark. That's actually a good question. I do use foam insulation in certain instances. It's messy. I'm talking about the do-it-yourself foam. For insulating walls, absolutely use foam, or use cellulose. Spray in cellulose through the brick. There's plenty of good companies that do that, if you need help. But hey, I digress. So planning a project is not easy. It's not going to go all day, but hey, it is what it is. So now find the contractor, figure out what you got to do, and get it scheduled. Has the contracting business changed since COVID? Dramatically. Here's what's changed. Prices have gone up. The availability of good labor has gone down. Those two combinations hurt homeowners. That's the truth. It hurts homeowners. Because if you're a homeowner and you're trying to find a good contractor and he says to you, look, I had 7 employees, now I have 3. The work is still good. The quality is still good. But here's the problem. I got to charge you twice as much. And you're going to have to wait twice as long. Twice as much and twice as long. Think about that. Now, is it a gamble to wait and see if maybe you don't do something now? That's the question. What do you do? I say, get the contractors out now, because there's always a good argument to get the job started now. However, get pricing down. If you decide, you know what, I'm going to wait 6 months, and you know that it could go up or it could go down. Is the economy going to crash? I don't know. I'm not good at predicting things like that. I don't have a crystal ball. But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, 8 things to do before you hire a contractor for your next project. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. Tis Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Got a lot going on today. Lots and lots of stuff to talk about. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We've got a great hour lined up ahead of us. We're going to be talking about some projects that you want to do. 8 things to do before you hire a contractor for your next project. We've got Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue in studio coming up. We'll start him around the next segment. We're going to talk all kinds of fireplaces, barbecues, pizza ovens, crazy stuff that, of course, always good around your house. It's always good to have that. So we have a lot to go on. But by the way, text us this morning if you have a question, 248-539-9797. We absolutely want to hear from you. If you're a contractor, want to hear that you're listening. Shout out to Plymouth Ray. Shout out to McAllister Fence. Shout out to Jag Lighting. Jerry Goldberg's out there. In fact, he's going to be doing some lighting at my house. So I'll let everyone know the official Jag Lighting review. I need outdoor lighting. I have the old school, bulbs, quartz, whatever you want to call it. I'm going LED everywhere. I need to light up my house because I got all those Ring cameras, and adding a little bit extra lighting always helps. So Jerry was very thorough from Jag Lighting. He was very thorough when it came to asking questions to me about what kind of lighting I want, how do I want it, I have a circle drive, how are we going to get the lighting wiring under the driveway? And one of the things I look for in a contractor is one that's solution-minded. That means when there's a problem, they solve it. And recently I've come across a few contractors like that. And with Jerry, he hasn't done any work yet, but him and I walked the whole job. He asked me really good questions. So it's clear to me that Jerry from Jag Lighting is very thorough, right? So the key is now, after he's thorough, he's going to do the job. He's supposed to start the job in the next couple of days. He was very communicative, by the way. He told me when we met and I gave him the deposit when he'd start. Before he even got done, he also emailed me and said, here's the start dates. If there's rain, if there's nothing, we'll delay, but I'll be in touch. He was 3-4 weeks out. Now it's a week before. He's already been in touch. He's doing everything he said. So I think I'm going to have a very, very good experience. No pressure, Jerry. No pressure at all. 248-539-9797. Hey, Adam. I need a carpenter for laminate flooring installer. I have the carpet and the pads. Just need someone to install it all. Can you please help? It's a really good question, actually. So here's the deal on that. If you have your own laminate floor, your own stuff, and you want to have someone install it, I'd call a handyman. Because flooring companies, by general, want to install what you bought from them. Because if they install your flooring and it has defects in it and it's all messed up, guess what? It's a big headache. Big, big headache. So for you, I'm going to say call a handyman and just tell the handyman, here's what it is. I got this flooring. I need it installed. Now, even the handyman should tell you, and if he doesn't, I'm telling you. Because you supplied the material, if there's any problem with the material, it's your responsibility. Now, if it's installed wrong, that's another problem. However, you have to buy material that needs to be installed on the proper flooring and everything like that. So it's very dicey, but there could be some risks if you're that type of person. So that's why I wanted you to know that the flooring being done that way, there's some risks. Now, are you going to save money? You might save money, perhaps. Who knows? I don't want to have any problems with that. It's just the way it goes. So be smart. But if you are worried, text me, email me. My email is adam@hireitdone.com. I know all the keyboard gangsters love to send text messages in with their negativity, but they just don't realize, when you text a radio station, we know who you are. Just be nice. That's all. So what's on your home improvement list? Do you have something going on? Are you going to get those last couple days in for the barbecuing for the winter time? The best part about barbecuing is if you set it up right, you can do it all year round, right? Grill a steak in the middle of winter. I've done it. Trust me, my pizza oven, definitely going to be doing pizzas in December. I have my pizza oven under an overhang that's a vaulted ceiling overhang in my backyard because I have a pitched, like a angled roof or whatever you want to call it. And I have a 4-foot overhang. So literally, I'm can't wait for pizza in the winter. But we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. So what's going on around your house is what I want to know. Are you planning anything? Are you planning on doing some outdoor living? You know, this pandemic really, really made people nervous about home improvement, but also it spurred the business. So lumber prices are settling back down. It's the distribution right now. It's the drivers delivering the material. It's then the people offloading off the truck. Those are the things that are costing us extra money and delays. So you need to be patient. And then the contractor gets the stuff and then he has to wait. People don't realize the domino effect of how delays work. And it just goes one after another after another. It's never easy. Got a question this morning? Text us 248-539-9797. You a contractor? You want a shout out? We're going to be talking barbecues, fireplaces. That's right, fireplaces. How about the outdoor heating? How about outdoor living? We're going to cover it all. We've got Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace. He's coming up at the next break. So keep it locked in here, friends. Get a pen and paper if you want something. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Great Saturday morning. We've got a great show so far today, and it's only about to get better, of course. In studio right now on the Hire It Done Radio Network, sitting across from me, right, is Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
How are you, brother?
Good.
Glad you made it in. A little bit of an adventure this morning, huh?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you're here. So since you're in studio, I appreciate that, and thank you for making the trek in here this morning. Let's get right to it because there's so much to talk about. And so here we are, end of summer, past Labor Day. We still got good weather. You know, that Indian summer, we'll call it. Michigan, I love it. This is the time of year that's favorite for me because I get home from work. I want that 74-degree weather. Still sunny out, birds chirping. I want to turn on my barbecue, my pizza oven, crack a nice big glass bottle of Diet Coke, and spin some pizzas. But, you know, outdoor living has been such a rage. Matt, during the pandemic, did you even realize, you know, that all of a sudden people are like, I got to get a new barbecue? Like, when did it first trigger for you that it was going to be an insane year?
March, as soon as they allowed us to open, it just took off. And
Right.
we were so busy, I couldn't believe how fast it just blew up.
And what was the first thing you saw, like, was running out of your store? Like, what were people buying right away?
Grills of every type, you know, because they had been pent up and they just came out and they realized that their unit was broken or whatever, and they just wanted to get a new one. And so sales of barbecues in general, the smokers through every genre just took off.
Unbelievable. Well, that's important. So tell everyone who's listening, Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace, where you're located, what you guys are doing, and, you know, what exactly you guys have.
We're on Woodward Avenue, or approximately 13.5-mile road on the east side of the road. And we've been there at that location since 2012. We were previously in Ferndale. And we sell barbecues, fireplaces, patio equipment, anything that basically has to do with the funner outdoor living things.
Which is important. So that's cool. So, all right, so let's get right into it. It's still barbecue season. People, you've seen the trends. How long have you guys been doing barbecues?
Since the beginning, 99 when we opened.
So since 1999. So when you first opened, what was the most popular barbecue, if you remember? Was it just like the Weber grill, the round
Believe it
black
or
one?
not, it was Duquesne, which
Duquesne.
is no longer in business.
What happened to Duquesne?
Weber bought them and then buried them.
Right.
And
Take your competition and buy them
Right.
out, right?
You buy your competition and eliminate them. And then Weber was pretty popular. And then Broil Master, which is a long-term brand that's been out 30 years, has been always a good seller because you can put them on a post in the backyard, which is so popular still in the Metro Detroit area.
Oh, my God. That was the post because you had the little wire under the underground gas line?
Yeah. Consumers Power put about 25,000 units in the Metro Detroit area back in the
70s?
60s, late
Oh, wow.
60s, early 70s. You could just put it as part of your gas bill. So for like $20 a month, they would come out and they would put a gas light out front and they would put a barbecue in your backyard permanently mounted because they wanted you to use gas, and they sold it to you pretty cheap and let you pay it out. So they put a lot of those in the area.
Love
and
it.
It's still popular even today.
So if I have one of those sitting in my backyard, I don't. But if I did, and don't use it, and I'm hearing this show right now, can I come see you and you guys can give me an alternative or a way to go from that point to the next step?
A lot of people will replace it with a newer one if they actually use it. You can actually remove it and then just put a standard natural gas grill on a cart.
Is the line enough there?
Yeah, most of the time, unless you buy like a supersized grill. That older line that they put in there was for like a 2-burner barbecue.
Yeah.
And it'll handle a 2 or 3-burner normal size grill. But if you go to a 6-burner giant grill, it's not going to probably be enough line. But a lot of people have us remove it and then just put a newer carpet grill, which are so more popular now.
Well, that's the whole thing. Most people don't realize that they can reuse that area. And so if they don't know, they can just come to your place, right? And they can talk to one of your specialists.
Yes.
And you have great employees, by the way. You want to shout out to any of them today who are listening?
Yeah, Kathy and Larry and Nick and Nancy are all very experienced and been in the business a long time, and Brian also.
So let me give you a little insight. So I went into your store a few times over the pandemic after you opened because I was doing a contracting job and I needed some fireplace stuff and never told anyone who I was or anything. And I got to be honest with you, Kathy and Larry both helped me. legitimately over the top knowledgeable. They asked questions like, I'm like, yeah, I need gas logs. And like, okay, great. We have plenty of gas logs, but let me ask you a few questions first. What are you planning on using for? Are you going to be heating it? Is it vented or unvented? Like, they asked the greatest questions to narrow it down to, okay, now I have a better idea what you need. Come over here. And they walk me to the section of your store, upstairs to the back there, and boom, here's the 4 you need. What size would you like? Here's the colors. So basically, hand-holding me to the decision tree, to the like, okay, I need this one. No other place have I ever had that happen. So shout out to you, Kathy, Larry, and everyone else on your staff on how knowledgeable they are when it came to that. So that was super impressive. And I don't know if you know that if you shop your competitors or not, but you're not going to get that at a place down the road from you where you go in there and they want to sell you brick. They want to sell you the most expensive thing, high pressure, and get you out of there. Oh, well, you can finance it for $99 a month. Whoa, stop right there. I don't want that. I want to go there. I want to ask questions. I want to ask questions asked of me. I want knowledge, and that's it. So high five to your whole staff and you, because literally it's the best process to go.
Well, thanks. I kind of consider it like a guided tour. I tell them that, you can wander around in the store and look at stuff, and a lot of people don't want to be approached because they've been jumped at every, remember Art Van used to hit you at the door when you came in.
Hey, come on in.
But I tell them it's better to give them a guided tour, or if they say, I don't want to be, I just want to look, watch them, and you'll see their face when they develop the question. And that's when you go up and reapproach them.
Right. So. You find anything you like today? You like to barbecue? What's your favorite kind of barbecue? So, so like back to barbecuing. Okay, so now everyone has a barbecue. Not everyone, but most people. The question is at what point are the people in the market for a new one, or do they want to take the one they have and elongate or along the life of it, maintain it? So let's talk about maintaining barbecues. Let's just say you have a Weber, you got a Broil Master. Or what's the number one unit you sell, the most popular?
Right now, it's probably Napoleon as our number one brand.
Okay, so let's use Napoleon. So someone has a Napoleon grill, and they want to, every year they've been using it, but they're ready for new grates at the top. Do you sell replacement parts?
We sell all the parts of the brands that we currently carry. So we go in the parts diagram, and we say, these are the parts that wear out, so let's just order them ahead of time so people usually don't have to wait. You should really clean your grease drawer and your cup. A lot of people just start cooking on it, and they just kind of forget about it, and then they get anything that you take care of is going to last a lot longer. So
what about the steel? Because here's the thing. I did notice this. In the early 2000s, I had a Wolf barbecue, and I loved it. And it got old. Instead of cleaning it up and buying a couple parts, I bought a new barbecue. I bought a Broil Master, actually. And I didn't realize, but the Wolf I should have just repaired because it was a battle tank. The thing weighed like 800 pounds. And then I got this new Broil Master with all these side burners and infrareds and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, spick, and everything's going to be great. 3-4 years later, it was rusted through. One of the grates broke in half. I'm just like, ew, this isn't the quality I'm used to. But I like to barbecue a lot. But we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, I want to talk about quality differences and why it's worth it to pay a little more for better quality when we get back. We're going to take a quick break. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Aerator. My name's Adam Helfman. Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace out in on Woodward. About, what, 13 and a half?
13 and a half.
Yeah, right across the old art van, we'll call it. Great location, great store. You have a couple other locations too, right?
Yeah, there's one in Clinton Township and one in Macomb Township.
Perfect. 248-539-9797. You got a fireplace or a barbecue question? We're talking about barbecues right now with Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace. So I had a Wolf grill and I got rid of it. And I shouldn't have. I bought a Broil Master. It was great for the first 3-4 years, but then it started to deteriorate. I will take responsibility for not maintaining it properly. So I'll take that responsibility. So then I upgraded and got another Wolf grill. And I can totally now see the difference. But then I made room for a pizza oven, which I got from you guys. And I got to be honest with you, literally a game changer. What is it about pizza today, Matt, in your opinion? Because you've seen this since 99. You see these cycles. The grills, infrared. I mean, what it's popular, not popular, you're fading. You've got smokers. We've got the Blackstone where you make sliders, which I love. What do you see the cycles? Where's this coming from?
I don't know. It's kind of like the beers. If you've over
Craft
the years,
beers,
you've seen all the beers come out, and it was ice beer, dry beer, genuine draft,
Zima,
clear beers, which are back again, called White Claw. The grilling industry is the same thing. People just like new, exciting stuff. So when it just goes and goes and goes and changes, pellet grills, ceramic grills, now it's griddle grills. Where they're flat tops and pizza ovens.
So if you have a grill and it's in good shape, you can buy a flat top attachment to go right on top, right?
Yeah, you can just get a griddle and put it on your existing grill. If you don't want to clutter your backyard with too many units, you can get adapters and make the grill do what you want it to do.
I think that's a great idea. And if anyone has that, they can always come to your store, right? And you got pretty much everything there.
We carry all kinds of stuff. We have the griddle toppers. Whether you want like a cast iron or a stainless griddle, you got the kind of they're perforated to cook the vegetables. Every accessory that they usually offer, we bring the whole line in.
I want to do the rotisserie basket. You have that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm coming in today for the basket.
Rotisserie hopefully should make a comeback. It's kind of like only a certain percentage of people use their side burner. They buy a grill with a side burner, but they use it once.
I was like, I'm going to make baked beans on it. I never used the damn thing.
Nobody uses it. And then rotisserie, again, it's a little adventure, but what you have to do is you have to try it. You have to do it. And then once they fall in love with it, that same group will always use it.
Okay, so I eat pork ribs, admission. I'm Jewish, not supposed to. So I tell people I'm the Jew who eats pork, and I spell it Joo. But I go by the Tunnel Barbecue rub. You ever heard of Tunnel Barbecue?
Yeah.
They were in Windsor. They were the best. Anyways, now it's Tommy's. But I buy their rub, and I take my ribs. And by the way, I've watched 1 million YouTube channels on ribs. Used to do Instapot. It was like all the rage. No. Now I rub the ribs with the dry rub, and I put it on my rotisserie. And I just turn the back on. I have the little pan underneath. I haven't put beer in it like you told me, which is a great idea, by the way. I just put water. And 2 hours later, these suckers look amazing. And they're great. And so I want to do other things with the rotisserie. Now, you told me about the basket. So there's just so many accessories. Isn't it just if you have everything in your house, just come over there for the accessories. It's like a candy store. So much stuff. Right? I mean, you sell like gloves so you don't burn your hands, which I need. Tell me what other like accessories you guys sell.
We have grill brushes of every single type because the wood ones are more popular now. Because people want brushless brushes.
Yeah. So why is that? Because someone put that. Remember Mikey ate Pop Rocks and he died. That was the rumor.
A handful of people have gotten a bristle,
metal in their back of the throat.
So then everyone was trying to go bristleless, and it's kind of a little fad. I actually like the bristle brushes better. If you have round grates, they're not going to stick to it. But there are some grills out there that are like flat. Like if you try to clean a Blackstone or a griddle with a bristle brush, it's highly likely to stay on there if it fell off somehow. And they've improved all the brushes because of that, because of the paranoia, that kind of came about brushes. But you name it, they'll make a change, and then if it exists in the barbecue world, we try to carry it.
Okay, so let's go through the process. I need to do barbecue, and I'm coming to your. I hear this on the show, and I'm coming there today. Tell me what's the best way to go about purchasing. Just say, hey, I'm looking at new barbecues, and then you guys take it from there.
We ask you, are you going to run it on natural gas or propane, so we can at least initially file you into which direction to go. And a lot of barbecues are available in both, so that doesn't matter. And then we'll ask you, what are you going to do? Are you cooking for a lot of people? How many people live in your house? So we get an idea, do you want the small, medium, or the large? And then the store is kind of organized in such a way where it goes from, there's the higher end ones are on one end, and then they kind of get to the more medium stuff on the other. And you'll kind of get a sense of where their price point that they want to spend. And then we'll show you some comparable models in that size.
Okay, and that's the best way to do it. So, give me some ranges of what a new barbecue, decent one, runs.
I think a lot of people come in and they're in their vision in their head is $1,000 they might want to spend.
Okay.
If I had to pick like an average, but there's people who come in and they're like, my son is in college and I want something inexpensive for them, all the way to I want to buy an outdoor kitchen and they will spend up to $15,000, $25,000 depending on what they're looking at.
Oh, and that's not bad. Okay, and then typically when someone buys a barbecue, what kind of accessories do they get?
We always recommend the cover because this is Michigan. I don't personally cover my grill in the summer. It's going to rain, it's going to blow by. But in the winter, when I'm going to maybe only use it 3 times a week, I cover it in between the time. You should get a grill brush. You might want to get some type of additional cooking accessory. Like if you do cook fish, get some planks. If it's a charcoal grill, obviously they go to a different type of accessories. They got to walk out with charcoal, some wood chunks, some gloves so they don't burn their hand. It's a pellet grill, they'll leave with pellets, but a gas grill, I won't see you again for quite a while because the ones we sell are durable and they'll hold up.
Well, that makes sense. So you're actually having a sale today.
Yeah, we're having a tent sale. We're selling off all the grills that we do for demonstration cooking. So, you can get a good deal on a grill that we've cooked on a couple times to show the customers how they work. And
so these are grills like is it a serious discount?
Oh yeah, they're like half off or more, because we've cooked on them a couple times at the Woodward Cruise.
Yeah, they know it works.
Yeah, and they're fine. We just used them once or twice.
Demo units.
We clean them up real good and then set them out front, and then we just don't have room to store them all winter. So
okay, well no, let me just say that's a great idea. Now if someone comes here and says I want that one, do you deliver and set it up? Do you offer that white glove service, or do you just throw it in the back of their truck and you say see you later, alligator?
Some people just want to build it themselves and take it in a box, and we can put it in your car. But most people take us up on assembly delivery. They're fairly complex, the amount of assembly time that it takes.
Sure. And
they're heavy now, so that they're hard to get in and out and up your deck. So they'll usually take us up on the assembly and delivery, and we'll put it where you want on your patio.
That's nice. That's the best way to do it, right? So someone texted in a question. What's the best way to clean the grates? At the end of my barbecue, aluminum foil the grates, turn the burners on high for 5 minutes. That's not a bad one. What do you suggest? You sell cleaning material.
Yeah, they're easier to clean when they're dry. So always turn the barbecue on for 10 or 15 minutes. I kind of consider, especially if you're using propane, it's a waste of gas to clean them at the end of your cycle. So when you're done cooking, turn off the grill, go in the house and eat.
Enjoy.
And then the next time you come out, you're going to warm up the barbecue for 10 or 15 minutes anyway.
The prep.
Turn on the grill, leave the lid closed, go in the house for 10 or 15 minutes, get up to full temperature, open the lid and take your grill brush, and it'll be dry now, and you're not just pushing grease in a circle. And then some people the real trick is they also take like a little bucket of water and they dip their brush in the bucket of water, and they do the steam effect while they're brushing, and that'll take a lot off. And then that's usually enough for normal time. And then once a season, though, you really got to get in there and let them have it. And that's where you might do aluminum foil or try the burn off technique to get them clean.
Makes sense. 248-539-9797. You have a fireplace or a barbecue question. We've got Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace, local, family owned, great location. Do you hear someone just texted in? Actually, we're gonna answer this after the break because we're gonna take a break in a minute. But it says, I'm looking for a broiler and flat top combo. Do they have these? So we'll think about that in a minute. But let me ask you this, Matt. You sell grill cleaners, like sprays, because I have like a citrus one that's made for cold cleaning. And I spray that on while it's cold. Yeah. And then I wipe it all off, and then I turn my grill on high. But we're going to talk about that when we come back. Let's take a quick break, okay? My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Show. We got Matt from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace. Get your questions ready. When we come back, we're going to ask all more questions, and we're going to also talk about fireplaces in your house, getting it started for the first time. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We've got Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace in studio. Welcome back, Matt. You're having a tent sale today. You got some demo units, half off about?
Yes.
Approximately? Yeah. Do you have enough for the rush of people that are going to come?
Yeah. We have some ceramic grills, some gas grills. They bought the pellet grills last week on when we did it.
That's kind of cool.
I got another one that's got to be put out, though. So,
hey, whatever it takes, right? We'll make it work. So 248-539-9797. If you have a question, we'd love to hear from you. Someone asked, I'm looking for a broiler and flat top combo. Do they have these?
Blackstone makes one that is a flat top cooker, and then down on the bottom they put like an air fryer using the same heat from the burners.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not a lot that they combine those two together.
Got it. Well, I wasn't sure, but you can always buy. There's like an accessory, right?
Yeah, you could take any grill, and then so we have the grills that have the broiler system in it, and then you just take a big stainless flat top cooker and lay it on top of the cooking grates, and it'll give you the same effect as what a true flat top does.
Okay, and so that's all you need, right?
Yeah, that would be.
Is it expensive? What does one of those cost?
About $200.
Well, it's not bad at all.
For a real good stainless one.
Well, I'll take that every day of the week. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. So, what we talked about trends before. When you started in '99, it was, certain grills, but the hottest thing was the infrared at one point, right? And then it was charcoal versus gas. There's always that argument still. Now you have grills that are pellet and smokers. What's like when you see people walking in foot traffic at your store? What are they looking for?
I would say it used to be primarily a gas. We would say that gas customers were coming in, but depending on the season and it gets towards this time of year, they're looking for a smoker because the hunters come out and everyone will come out to look for additional type of grills for like a secondary grill. So ceramic grills with the charcoal or
ceramic, is that like Green Egg, Komodo Joe, and those kind?
Real heavy, thick, and people like them because you can get all temperatures on it and they hold their heat. So unlike a traditional kettle grill where it's just a metal thin, the charcoal's gone in 20 minutes, and you got like such a limited cook time. The other grills will hold for hours and hours.
And those grills, I've seen them make pizza in those.
Oh, you can make pizza in them. They turn into mini pizza ovens.
That's cool.
Because they're already domed.
Right. Now, those aren't gas, right?
There is gas versions that they've come out with.
Really? Is it any good?
If I'm going to cook in that, I'm going to be using charcoal.
Now, what about, everyone says, I only use a wood. Like the pizza oven that I got from you guys, which I love, home run, 10 out of 10, 10 star. I opted for the gas only because I wasn't an expert, didn't know, because I was online looking at pizza ovens, and they're like, well, the wood ovens, which is the better flavor, they claim, take a really long time to heat up. The gas one, me, I put it on high. We live in America. Google. I want the answer now. I want it, now. So the pizza oven is gas. I think it tastes great, and I love it. But people are coming in with asking for wood species. I want oak. I want maple. I want applewood. I want alder. Like, you got names of woods that are like, you carry a whole exotic blend, right?
Yeah, you can get like a general hickory and apple anywhere. So we have every weird flavor tree you could cut down. I mean, even grape, orange, sassafras,
Do they
black
taste
walnut.
Can you taste the difference?
I personally cannot. I get you can tell between the really sharp, strong woods versus like an oak and a mesquite.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell the difference between that and an apple or an alder because there is such a difference. But cherry, apple, I really can't discern, but there are people that can do it.
So when you let's say you buy a smoker, that's where you put these. A pellet smoker uses pellets to burn. Yes. Now the pellets have flavor too, right?
Right. They make them in all the same flavors. You can buy the wood chunks and the little logs that we have for the pizza ovens. You can also get them in the pellets.
Okay. So if that's the case, then do you need the wood if you get the pellets, or you can do both?
They actually, in the pellet grills, it will allow you, you can burn pellets in there, but you can take and put like a smoker box in the pellet grill too if you really want like double the smoke.
Right.
Pellet grills are more mild because once it's hot, it burns cleaner than a charcoal grill.
Oh.
So they kind of clean up. So you still get the smoke ring, but it's slightly less smoky than if you put it on a true charcoal grill. Because that thing just smokes the whole time directly into the food. So
okay, I didn't even think of that. That makes sense then. Okay, so then what about if you have a grill that you like and use it. Don't they make like smoker boxes for grills where you buy like the wood chips, you put a little liquid in it, and then the heat from the grill in, you put that in the grill, and that creates a smoke.
Right. So you can buy a smoker box and make your gas grill. That's what I used to do until I got a pellet grill. I used to take a smoker box and put it in the grill. And then when I wanted to cook something longer or more elaborate, obviously it's not going to go 10-minute pork chop. It's not going to
do anything,
permeate too much. But I taught a lot of people the trick is when you put a smoker box in, I tell them to put half their bag, half dry, half wet. Because people were telling me that it wouldn't activate until the food was already done.
Oh.
Or it would burn out too quickly if they just put them in dry. I said, put in a handful of dry, and then the other side, put a handful of wet. And then the dry ones kick right in, and then the wet ones kick in after the other ones burn out, and you got smoke the whole time when you're using it on the gas.
You don't put a direct flame on because I have in my I have the smoker attachment for my grill, but I've never used it. And you put it, it's got a little box, and you put the chips in it. You're supposed to add liquid. And then you put it in, and I think it's over a flame, but it's not actually touching. Is that what it does? It heats it up so high that it starts to smoke?
Yeah. So most of them. So I've seen it. People set it on the cooking grate.
Sure.
It doesn't get hot enough up there. You got to lift the grate up and put it on your little flavor plates down in the bottom. Or if your grill's nice enough, it might actually have an integrated smoker, and they put a dedicated burner in there, like a Wolf or Lynx and some of the other.
I have that where it's a slot. You pull out the one, like the infrared, and you slot this in right over the thing.
The higher end ones will have a dedicated smoker.
I've never
tray.
used it yet.
Yeah.
But what would I could make my ribs and then put the smoker in the bottom. And then as the ribs are turning, the smoke can also infuse.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's exactly how I make them when I do them on the gas grill.
Sweet. Oh, I'm into that now. 248-539-9797. You got a question for us. We got Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue. They have a sale today. What's the location again, Matt? Give everyone the address.
32128 Woodward Avenue. It's on 13 and a half, just on the east side of the street, just as you pass over Normandy there. That's 13 and a half.
Across from the old art van. We all liked it about that. Now, okay, so you also have a limited outdoor furniture stuff. You have like those stand-up like fireboxes or like tabletop chairs with the fireplace in the middle of it. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, if you have existing furniture, you can add a fire table if you never have one out there. Now that it's fall, it's probably cold, and you want to have a little interesting fire out there. So we sell tables, probably 20 different ones. We do carry some furniture.
I did notice when the restaurants were opening with the patios, they were all putting those outdoor heaters. You sell those too.
Yeah. Last year, the pandemic created a huge gap. Amazon, everybody ran out of heaters. So everyone we were getting 7 to 10 fielded calls a day. Do you have gas heaters? Do you have gas heaters? We now have electric, gas, and natural gas, propane, every kind you can think of. We brought in because there was such a demand for it.
Wow. Well, there you go. I didn't realize that. That's cool as heck. So if someone wants to put an outdoor fireplace, you guys have that as well.
Yeah, we can do the pit style, or if you want a box like a stainless steel outdoor fireplace that look like your in-home one outside, we do that. And then we also do like the ones that look more like a chalet where you got a circle and a big fire in the middle.
Well, that's kind of cool. Are those expensive?
It depends on what you want to do. Some people buy paver blocks and put them in a circle and just buy the insert. You can buy like one that's all pre-put together, and those can be closer to $2 or $3 grand.
Now, have you seen those smokeless fire pits? The aluminum round ones with the air sucks in from the bottom and sucks right up.
Yeah, we do carry a couple models of it. It's becoming more popular.
Right.
What it's doing is they put holes in the bottom of the pit, and it injects air with the smoke and cleans it up quite a bit so that it doesn't smoke you out.
And it goes straight up.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Now, I did notice the next generation of those, and I'm sure you've seen this, where they put a lip around the top of the rim, and they're cooking steaks on the lip. It's like an 8-inch wide ring, and they're putting steaks, and they're turning it into like a semi-barbecue, and then they have a second level with a thing and all these accessories. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? The heat coming out of that is so hot. I have a friend who has one, and I'm like, dang, this thing puts off a lot of heat. There's no way you can, I guess you can barbecue, but it seems really difficult. What are your thoughts?
You would have to really sit there basically you'd be an active cooker. You're not going to set it on or go inside, make a salad and come back out. It's for when you're just kind of sitting out there and get you something else to do besides, enjoy your cocktail.
Right. Well, that's the way it should be. So, it's so funny how things go so fast. I just have to wrap things up. Okay. So we're with Matt Boulier from Boulier's Barbecue and Fireplace. They're on 13 and a half in Woodward. off Woodward, but by the old art van across the street. They're having a tent sale today. Some old grills, not old, but demo grills on sale. Plus every accessory. I highly recommend people go stop by today. Matt, are you going to be there?
Yes, I will be.
All right, I'm going to come by and check out some stuff too. Can I thank you a million times for coming in today?
Yeah, I appreciate you having us in.
Make me promise that you come back and we'll talk fireplaces.
Okay.
All right. Have a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.